How y'all doing? This is Chef Charles, and you're watching Everything Sweet. Everybody in Sweet Land, we are bringing you cinnamon rolls, and we're bringing you chocolate chip cinnamon rolls, okay? And we might put a ganache chocolate on top of some roll. We ain't got that for yet. We're gonna see. We're gonna play with ganache, or we're gonna play with cream cheese icing. Maybe some chocolate chips on top, and maybe some chocolate pieces on top. We'll see when we get there, okay? But to make your chocolate chip cinnamon rolls, this is what you're gonna need. You need 2 cups of, not 2 cups, 2/3 cups granulated sugar. We got 5 cups all-purpose flour, 3 eggs, stick and a half of butter. We're gonna use about 6 ounces of cocoa powder, and we're using chocolate chip. Now, I know you don't see the milk. We got 2 cups of milk, and we warming it up, not hot, just warming it up so it can activate the yeast. 2 packs of yeast, 2 cups of milk, okay? Warm milk, not hot. It activates the yeast, okay? It's been sitting in the bowl about 10 minutes, okay? All right, we're gonna go to the bowl and get these chocolate cinnamon rolls up and running. Let's go. All right, our sugar's going in. All right, our 3 eggs are going in. Our butter. We're gonna let that mix about 3 minutes. Just to break the egg yolks up and introduce the rest of the ingredients to the ingredients in there, okay? Okay, cocoa powder, we got 1 cup of cocoa powder. We're going in with 1 teaspoon of chocolate extract. Just a teaspoon. And we're going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, let that mix for a minute. All right, we're gonna start adding our flour in. We're gonna put 2 cups in. Gonna let that mix tight combine. Adding 2 more cups of flour. Mix and pack combine. Okay, we're adding 2 more cups of flour. We're adding 2 more cups of flour. That'll be 8 cups total. Mix and tie combine. All right, we're going to let it neat for about 5 minutes in 3rd gear, okay? 5 minutes. Okay, we let it neat for 5 minutes. Now we're going to take it out, put it on the table, then put it back in the bowl, cover it up in a warm place. My warm place is my oven, okay? The oven is off, okay? You do not want to put it in the white oven's on, okay? I don't know where you want to place it. You want to place the oven, make sure you don't turn that oven on while this is in there. put it back in the bowl. See, a lot of people get another bowl when they get ready to put it in the bowl. But why is that? We can use the same bowl. Need about 2 tablespoons of oil off in there like that. You just want to move it around a little bit. You can take a brush and move around if you like. All right, take your dough, set it back in your bowl. Okay? You want to put a plastic wrap on there. You go a plastic bag. And the reason for this, you want to keep the air out. You don't want any air to get in your dough. Wide-proof and back, okay? Tie it off, and in the oven you go. Why, it's off now. Do not turn it up on. Okay, when this dough double in size, then we're ready to roll our summer rolls, okay? In the oven it goes. The oven is off. Let's set it there by now. We'll see y'all back here when it's actually time to roll the cinnamon rolls. Alright? Okay, our dough done doubled in size. Now it's time to roll the cinnamon rolls. Because I'm gonna tell you, we done dust our table with a little dusting flour. Getting our cinnamon roll dough out of our pan. Over there. Now all we gonna do is kind of stretch it out a little. Square shape there. Put a little flour on top of it. Start to roll. Now if it starts sticking on you, just take that up, roll it up, and put that flour back underneath it like that, okay? Now we're going to get 12 summer rolls out here. These are your regular summer rolls. These kind you get at the fair, $10 kind. Except at the fair, they don't proof them. They use baking powder. A summer roll that size don't get done on the inside. So, you know, you bite into it and you think you're eating something that's good and icing and stuff, sticky, gummy, but you're actually eating raw summer roll. If you're using baking powder, you cannot make a summer roll that big and bake it and think it's gonna get done, okay? Outside be done, yes. But as you get off into the inside, it's not done, it's raw. I know, because I was in line getting one. I want to see what it's about. They use margarine, and you're gonna use butter, okay? Alright, that's about the size you want. We got a stick of butter here, we're gonna melt it. And go ahead and wash it down with that butter. You got butter on the inside. Now you can use margarine if you want to. But if you're gonna sell these, man, you want it to taste good, okay? You know, one place out North Jackson selling cookies for $5 a piece. I said, Lord, I've been in this business for years. I ain't never saw a cookie that worth $5. Okay? Now we just make big cookies, big chocolate chip, birthday parties, something like that. That big cookie be about $25. But it's a 10-inch cookie. The $5 cookie they selling, they a regular size cookie, maybe just a little bigger. But man, no way I'm gonna pay $5 for a cookie. Alright, this is sugar. Got about a cup and a half. Put cinnamon. We're just gonna sprinkle it out. And this is you, baby. You add as much or as less you need. Okay? After all the cinnamon roll. So if you don't put any cinnamon in there, do you really have a cinnamon roll? Okay, you gotta put some cinnamon in there. I'm leaving this little edge right here, and just so we can bind it together, okay? Okay, we got a cup of chocolate chips. Got two different kinds. We got the mini ones. Then we got some big ones on the bottom here. I'm talking about, come on now, we're making chocolate cinnamon rolls, okay? All right, now all we do is roll them up, cut them, then we'll pan them. I'll press that down a little bit so those chocolate chip base can stay where they are. And start the rolling. Maybe give me my brush over there. We need to brush some of this flour back. Let's start rolling again. Now as you roll, you want to pull it away from you and roll. Away and just constantly roll. Brush some of the flour off. Flour off. I'm gonna put a little butter on this last roll here to seal it. Pick that in, bring it out, just finish rolling it out like that. Get to that end right there, just stretch it out and just finish rolling. Okay? Now we got a pan, it's 18 by 13 inches. And we're gonna get 12 cinnamon rolls in this pan, okay? Now you can share one of these cinnamon rolls. You know, I got a few people here might eat a whole. I'm not one of them. So you buy one cinnamon roll, $8 a piece. Okay, we're gonna get our cutter. So we gotta get 6 pieces out of each one of them. We're gonna eyeball it. Put it down the center here. Okay. And we're gonna go down the center here, and we're gonna get 3 pieces out of each one of them. Down the center here. Okay, let's start cutting here. We continue to cut. Y'all stay with us. All right, we got 12 out of there. We actually got 14, okay? But this pan only hold 12 at the size we're making a cinnamon roll. Now, if you want to make them smaller, you probably can get 2 pans and get 24 out of it instead of 12, okay? That's entirely up to you what size you want, all right? All right, we're gonna put our bag back on it. I explained to you before, the bag gonna keep the air out of it. air and any kind of dough don't mix together, okay? So basically what you try to do is keep the air out of it while it's cooking. Plastic bag, plastic wrap, anything to keep the air out of it. Okay, we're gonna put these back in the oven. We're gonna let them get twice the size. Once they get twice the size, it's been time to bake. Alright? So we're gonna put 45 minutes on these, cause we gotta turn the oven on at some point, okay? 45 minutes, we'll come back and check. Alright? Alright, okay, a minute. In the oven about an hour. I'm gonna put them in at 350 for about 30 minutes. See you back in 30. We got a cup and a half of chocolate chip, 1 cup of heavy whipped cream, and bit on the stove and it start boiling. As soon as it starts boiling, you cut it off and just pour that on your chocolate chips. Just leave that. Over here we got 3 cups of powdered sugar and some heavy whipping cream here. All this needs to be room temperature, okay? Them rolls are still in the oven. As soon as they come out, we're gonna wash them down with butter. Let them cool about 5 minutes, and we begin to ice them. Now what that heavy cream doing is melting those chocolate chips, okay? Alright, we're gonna get the lumps out of there and we'll bring you right back. So, coming out. We're gonna wash the top with butter. Wash the top of it with butter. We're gonna let these cool about 5 minutes and we'll start the ice. Alright, teaspoonful of vanilla extract in there. Okay, we'll let them continue to cool. When we come back, we're gonna start icing. Okay, we'll start icing. They still a little warm, okay? chocolate. Just gonna let that bug on there like that.
Even if therapy, our wounds may take a long time to heal. We can't just erase our worst impulses. But maybe we can control them. We can't be sure what or who might come at us, but I know from experience this gives us options. This
All right.
down.
We're gonna take one out and sample it. We'll be right back. Baby, chocolate chip cinnamon rolls. Lord, how much? Let's just get all in and see what we got.
Yeah, savage. Cover up the murder and the story of his life.
Jordan chocolate. Y'all need to be on the phone calling somebody. Call Chef Child and create a chocolate chip cinnamon roll. Look at that. Chocolate in every bite. Man, I'm gonna quit. Lord, how much? Texting, calling, y'all need to be doing one or two. If you can't do one of them, then both of them. Call somebody and text y'all. Chocolate chip cinnamon roll. Now they make chocolate chip cookies at the other place at $5 a piece. I think we can get $8 a piece for ours. They just moist, full of chocolate. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like what you saw, leave us a like. And don't forget to hit that bell. That bell notify you when we're in the kitchen, okay? When we're in the kitchen, you need to be in the kitchen with us, okay? Chocolate chip cinnamon roll. Lord, do I need to say more? Get to that. Till next week, we'll see you then. Live long and prosper.